we're gonna do prime rib. And the only way I know how to do prime rib is taking a big rib roast. This is a boneless beef ribeye. Buy it at the chef store locally. It's 14.5 pounds. So, got the ribs have all been pulled off of there. We're gonna open it up, have some fun. So there we go, I've trimmed it up quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut off most of this down here. So here we go, just because that's how I feel like doing it today. It's good to be the king.
Say, Devin, I'm all done.
Still a lot of meat on there. We'll grind that up into our hamburger. We're definitely going to want to trim off all that heavy duty fat. We'll come back to that in a little bit. There's our meat. We're going to cut it into our ribeye steaks off the ends. And we're going to do a rib roast out of the middle. Generally, I try to go about the size of my hand, just in case anybody knows I have big hands. So that's a big roast, and that's definitely gets us along there. Next step is to truss this up. It's not the right shape. Kind of squishy, kind of flat. This side's a bit of a point on this. So what I'll do is I'm going to set it up on that point so it applies pressure here, and we're going to tie it up. And you'll see the way I'd choose to do this, because I'm lazy. I want to make this as easy as I can make it. Alright. So there we go, wrap it around. Key point here is to wrap it once and twice. Alright. That second piece of that wrapping, that second round, has it hold. So it doesn't try to unwind itself quite so quickly. Then I just wrap it around right behind my thumb so you can't see, and that locks it in place. Very cool. So now we have that. You can do this over and over again as you go down, or you can be lazy like me. What I do is just grab the meat. I have bigger hands so I can get away with this. Grab a hold of it, and I just wrap, 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 and wrap. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Wrap it around here. Alright, once, twice, and back through on itself. Okay, now we gotta tighten and tighten and tighten into itself. Put another one through, feed it back through the first loop, and done. How's that for the easiest truss you've ever seen in your life? Didn't take long. It is tight. The shape, when I put it in the fridge, I'm going to set it on its side. I'm going to try and get it to form that circle a little bit more. So knowing where that point edge that's a little firmer is going to help us out. For now, the next step is to start the seasonings. Seasoning for this is going to be some garlic. We're going to throw some pepper on there. We're going to take some smoky salt, some of our freeze-dried thyme. Smoky salt first. If you haven't done this before, you really need to. Good stuff. All right, just gonna put it across. I like to go the length of it. Rotate as we go. It's a really big piece of meat, so don't be too afraid of over salting. And it's going to be set in the fridge for most of the next 24 hours. And with that idea of the next 24 hours, it's going to be absorbing most of this. So I always love the smell of the smoky salt. Don't forget to do the ends. Okay. That is oftentimes how much I put on this as far as seasoning before it goes into the fridge. Today, we're going to go ahead and put the rest of this all on here. Granulated garlic. Fresh ground pepper. Last one. Freeze-dried thyme. This is the secret sauce. Thyme from the store, not gonna cut it for you, just telling you. Trust me, well worth your time. Yeah, I know, the jokes don't get any better. Here we go. Rolling that through. Make sure it sticks. And that is our prep for the prime rib. It's gonna soak all that in for the next 24 hours. We're gonna go ahead and put it onto the spit. Standard spitting process. Spit goes on. Can't make prime rib unless you got au jus, so we're gonna make a simple au jus, nothing fancy. We got some celery, some carrots, got some mini peppers. These are kind of a sweet pepper. They're really tasty and adds just a little something to the broth for you, to your au jus. Got some beef broth and salt, pepper, garlic. Nothing fancy, just trying to keep it straightforward. So let's get into it. Throw it all together. This isn't anything fancy, just adding some flavor. Brings us to the sweet peppers. We tried these on our dry aged prime rib. And these are now a staple of any kind of au jus or sauce that we make like this. It stays liquid. We really liked them. Very simple. Didn't do anything fancy with them last time. All we did was slice the top off. We'll slice them a little bit just to give ourselves some more flavor in there. Super simple. Over the years I've used all sorts of different types of salt. Got my smoky salts, got iodized salt, sea salt. Today I'm going iodized just because I want to. Anybody out there wants to have a different opinion, you are welcome to. I am not bothered by it. Do some granulated garlic. And we'll grind up some pepper. Throw some fresh ground pepper in there. Take our beef broth, open that up, pour it in. That's it. Put it on the stove, bring it up to temperature, and let it just reduce itself down. Get a good quality au jus. to that. Alright, pour it through a strainer. Just trying to get just the juice. There we go. Alright, I put this in an insulated cooler. Keep it up in that temperature. There we go. Very nice. Just roll it back and forth because we wrapped it so nice. Back and forth. Back and forth. Till we get to the end, we got one more cut. Tell me that's not the easiest untrussing of a prime rib you've ever done. Alright. Look at that. Perfect. Nice. Au jus and prime rib. Look at that. Good.
Make sure you like and subscribe.